$1,054 extra for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, and SSI beneficiaries. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I want to share with you some new information that was just released showing the magnitude behind Social Security and what is really going on. Now, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time now, you've heard me say in other videos, Social Security beneficiaries should be getting hundreds upon hundreds of dollars more every single month and thousands upon thousands of dollars more every single year. Well, as a result of this new report that was released, I want to share with you the details of this one simple action out of Congress that they could have taken years ago and what this means over just the last 2 years and how this impacts the Social Security beneficiaries. Let's get into it and talk through all these details. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you every single day as your one and only daily advocate. I am very much dedicated to you and everybody right here in the community. I truly want to help you out in any way that I can and keeping you updated with everything going on. As you've noticed, right now is a very, very busy time, especially as it pertains to Social Security and all the benefits administered by the Social Security Administration. So again, I'm here for you every single day. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and that's my promise to you and everybody here in the community. So again, please subscribe down below, and let's get into it and talk about what this report is now suggesting and what it means for Social Security beneficiaries. All right, so we've been getting a lot of new reports coming out lately about Social Security, and this is a pretty eye-opening report here because usually in those videos that I come back and share with you the details, the one simple action that could have been taken out of Congress 10, 15, 20 plus years ago to boost benefits up by hundreds of dollars a month and thousands upon thousands of dollars a year is over a very long period of time. However, we all completely recognize the last couple years here have been very, very high with inflation, right? Last year alone, 2022, very high inflation. 2021, high inflation, right? So far this year, 2023, still dealing with very high inflation right now. Now, honestly, this year is not as high of inflation so far as what we dealt with last year, but it's still very, very elevated, about 3 times what they actually want it to be. So yeah, they've certainly got their work cut out for them, right? Well, as a result of that, let me share with you the details just from 2020, so a couple years ago, out until right now, which, by the way, we're not including 2023 so far. So as I record this video, we're still a few months into the year, right? So we're still relatively early on into the year right now in 2023. This is not including 2023. This is just 2020, 2021, and 2022 so far, okay? So those 3 years. Get this. The report goes on to show that if Congress would have made this one simple adjustment to the way that the annual cost of living adjustment is calculated, as in the COLA, from the CPIW, which is the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, to the CPIE, which is the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, that would have adjusted benefits by an average of $87 a month or $1,054 more throughout the course of the entire year. That's crazy, right? That is just over a 3-year period of time. So just because of this one thing, and again, yes, I have talked about this before in other videos, and I'm breaking it down for you right here because this is showing the magnitude of what is really going on with this and just showing the last 3 years alone. Now, usually we talk about these reports here over 10, 15, 20 some years, but this is just over the last 3 years. It's costing everybody $87 a month or $1,054 throughout the course of the entire year. That is a ton of money right now. Now, again, is $87 a month going to change anybody's life? Well, it's not going to do a ton, but I mean, honestly, I think we want it, right? I mean, that could be the difference of a couple utility bills, maybe a week's worth of groceries for a single person, or, a couple, something like that. Again, $87. I'm not saying it's not money that we don't want. I mean, we obviously want it, but this one simple change out of Congress that they could have done by changing it from the CPIW to the CPIE would have adjusted these benefits just over the last 3 years by that $87 a month. It's a lot of money for a lot of people, right? So again, this is the average, by the way. Now again, we always talk about the averages because everybody gets a different benefit. Now obviously, some people do get the same benefit amount just because, with 70 million beneficiaries, obviously some people have to get the same benefit amount. But virtually across the board, just about everybody gets a different benefit amount, right? So these are the averages. Now, obviously, if this would have been implemented, say, 3 years ago, back in 2020, and they would have implemented it immediately, now, obviously, some of the benefit increases would have been, say, $50 more a month, some would have been $20 more a month, some could have been $100 more a month, but these are all the averages. The $87 is an average of what it would actually come out to for the average beneficiary. But again, doesn't really matter. It's money that we should have been getting. Now, here's the thing. Let me explain really briefly here what the CPIW versus the CPIE actually means. So basically what they do, it's a measure of inflation, okay? So it's a measure of inflation based on different categories, okay? So basically what they do is they put a higher weighting into the CPIE for different categories that those individuals who live on a fixed income actually spend their money on, like healthcare and housing. Those are a couple of them. Let me give you a couple of percentage examples here. So for housing, for example, the CPIE gives a percentage weighting of 49.6%. Meanwhile, the CPIW gives a 42.4% weighting on housing. Okay, so you can clearly see right there, it's about a 7% spread between the two, between the CPIW versus the CPIE. So obviously, those people that are living on a fixed income spend more of their money on housing versus those people that are, not living on a fixed income spend a less percentage of their income on housing, right? So you can see that right there. Another thing too is, let me give you the example of healthcare. When it comes down to healthcare, the CPIE gives a weighting a little bit over 11% for CPIE, and for those people that are, for the CPIW, that is a weighting a little bit over 7%. So again, about a 4% spread on that, essentially saying that those people living on a fixed income are spending more, about 4% more of their income on healthcare than what they actually are for those people that are not living on a fixed income. Which, by the way, the CPIE is calculated based on inflation for those people aged 62 and older, okay? That is what the CPIE is calculated off of, versus the CPIW, it's not calculated off of that age range, okay? So that is why this is so important. Now, they also went on in this report to show that the differences on an annualized basis over about 20 to 23 years or so, going back to 2000, the year of 2000, Y2K, they said that over that time frame, it's averaged out that the CPIE actually runs about 0.2% higher than the CPIW. But again, it's 0.2% year over year over year for 20 plus years compounded. Well, there you go. Now we've got hundreds of dollars more that beneficiaries should be getting, okay? So yeah, these are some big numbers, right? And again, you can see here, just over the last 3 years is accounting for $87 a month. That's what this report is showing, or $1,054 a year, which again, let's be real, that's a lot of money, and that would help out a lot of people in a very, very big way. Anyway, I want to bring this quick report to you so you can see what is actually going on here and to show you the magnitude behind all of this and this one simple action that could be taken out of Congress to change this, and it's not that hard to do. Change it, the way that the annual cost of living adjustment is calculated from the CPIW, which is what it is now, that does not reflect the actual living expenses of fixed income beneficiaries, to the CPIE, which better reflects the actual living expenses for fixed income beneficiaries. That's it. Super easy and basic stuff, right? So anyway, we'll leave it up to Congress. They've got to do it. We'll see if they can actually pull this one off. Either way, I'll keep you posted with any further details. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate your support. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.